Shugor nakaslab jong unongsan Hima.
Menteri Katanat Social Welfare ke Sarkar Jela Uba Paul Lingdo ulai ke Jingyaro ya ke Meghalaya State Commission for Protection of Child Right halor ke Jingla jongka ban pelat pai ba ya ke Jingtho ha ke bedei bat ka ain pokso da ke penkela sya ke tin khasi ya ke balatip kum ki kindon ain jong ke Pokso Act arajar khat ar. Haba keren nagani kasngi ko mukongsan na kaliang upa Paul Lingdo ulaong baka jingya wan lang nagbenta ka daw jong ka jing isin ay ka long breu man breu batru ban lekmen ya ka jinglong Khynnah nagabapai siya ka jinglong samla hagi por balalit nang ta ka jinglong rangba bat wat hadu ka jinglong temen ru ka Jingim ka ba Kordor tam ka Jingim Khynnah ulaong ru ba ambaro ki bayo ya ka jingkimen ka Jingim henry balai kinong thawan bat ki break bedan bentalang kimya snok ti lang kawai ne ka benta ban ya khun persha ya ka jingdom ha ka baye dei bat ka jing Thombor ya ki Khynnah ulaong ru ba ka sngi ka ban sa jingkin mau na marba ha ka sin ka baningkong hadin bala pen itho ya ka thodak khasi ka banadu usnem khat praspa asaw puwei benta ka sngi ka arpo kentai trik urempang la penmi pat saya ka kot na ka benta ka an ka banya dai ki Khynnah ka bala penkela sya ka tin khasi bat ka bala dap shipho snem kenti uba pol ulo ongru ban pendo yiki ba kum gini ki kam sneu kam jabo dei tang lingba ka jingarap jong ki emnang ka salang ban la ban pendo no yiki jat kam gi ba sneu pat lingba ka ni ka kot ka bala penkela sya ka tin khasi kermen bakan poi sya ki shnong ki thau batru ki kindong ki kinsurat jong ka jela bat banem don uwairu uban syai ben bat ki bale ya ki kam sneo persya ya ki Khynnah kin dei bat ban yo ya ki jing Pynshitom kat kum ki kindon jong ka ai para gajo ko por ba por kin turu ya ki pat ba bakin shem ya ki jing kit kle ban pendo ya ki jing bat ki jing pang ki ba kum kini ki balak ta jor ya ki imlang ka salang khnang ba ka jing kermen kan wan phai biang sashisin hagani gasngi ka Meghalaya State Commission for Protection of Child Rights kala pelat pat baru ya ka almanak bat ka kaipot ka basdang halor ki mukot duma ki ba hapo ka ain pokso ki badan hapo ki yeng bishar jong ka jela.
There are 11 POCSO courts in each district, barring East and West Khasiels, which is a newly established district. The rest of all the districts have a functioning POCSO court. We find that the maximum number of cases have been increasing on a year-wise, with the maximum number of cases being reported in the COVID years of 2020, 2021, and 2022. Of which 2021 has shown as the highest number of cases registered, totaling a number of 378 cases. When we look at the percentages of cases, we find that East Khasi Hills has the highest number of cases, which registers at 28% of all the cases in the state. When we look at convictions and acquittals, we find that Ribhoi has the highest number of convictions, with 50 cases of convictions. The other districts have convictions of 30 and 31, but the maximum number of convictions has come out from Ribhoi.
A lot of people, they call us and they ask us for IC materials, for to explain more about language and terms and so on. So we came upon the idea that we need to have a Khasi. It has been there in the commission before also, but it did not come to fruition. So the Khasi translation of the POCSO Act. We also, it's in progress right now, in process, the Garo translation of the POCSO Act. So, when we started, it was about a year ago. How to go about this? Because a lot of people, as we said, have evolved their own systems of like language and descriptions and so on and so forth. So we came upon this thought, and we're very thankful to one of our partners, the MIG, Meghalaya Institute of Governance, and our dear friends over there who sponsored the first workshop that we had from the Commission. And that is a workshop on how to translate the terms. And some of our friends, Professor Streamlet and others also were there. And you know, I didn't realize it would be so difficult to translate the terms into Khasi. I realized that we had more slangs than anything else, and it was quite appalling. we couldn't. I mean, I couldn't grapple with it, you know. So it was like an eye opener for me personally, also, that we didn't have, I mean, a proper language. It was mostly slangs. Then it really made me to think about this. The fact that there are many words which are taboo. We don't speak about them in public, or they just use as slangs. And that to me is very concerning, because if we don't own it, if we don't identify our body parts, then we shame it. So this is something concerning, because it is high time that we have a language that we can talk with certain kind of decency and integrity, a language that can be used safely by all. Some words are very, very hard. You know.
We have to get together and break all the jargon and ensure that anyone who comes to a hospital after an abuse on her life gets the right attention, timely attention. There is a big myth that is also circulating, rights of rape victims. This again is something we have to sit and talk about. And Madam Yaman, I look forward to working with you to ensure that we simplify even that. Many young girls, women in general who get raped in our communities do not know how to access legal aid. This is something which I feel we must zero down, and we must ensure that the Department of Law has the correct protectors of law. We must ensure that our APPs, our PPs in the districts are aware of the grave responsibility that each of us have to the protection of women in our communities.
Balingba kani ka ak kabante lakam nam ta ki baro ki jing sniu ngingait scam bakan wan rapat kata ka jing suk ka jing shngan na kabanta ka lawe ki khun jangi hangni ngidon ki kme ki kpa ki badon kabanta ka bakraw ban kit ban ba mtang ki khun ki kti rengi pen na kabanta ka lawe jong ki khun ki kti.
It is an act where, it stands as a strong legal framework to provide protection, comprehensive protection, legal remedies, and justice for children. And the effective implementation of this act will happen if we can make people understand what the act stands for.
We even have a district that has 0 cases of conviction. The rate of conviction is 0. How can that be? So something somewhere is really amiss, and we need to set things right. I am sure that with the active support of civil society, we should be able to immediately arrest this trend. And with this act being now available in Khasi, we would like to make sure that it reaches the doorsteps of all villages, and no one can plead ignorance as an escape route from the clutches of the law. Let's do that. Second, I'd like all of us to take a pledge that we are here with all the afflictions and ailments that affect society today. Let us rekindle and keep hope alive. It's so very important. As you enter Hotel Pinewood, you would notice that the hotel was established in 1898, which is a year after the great earthquake of 1897. That's hope. When you build something after such a massive earthquake, it means that the human spirit is strong enough to keep hope alive.
Citizen first is our motto. We believe that our citizens need to be connected with government for faster and efficient service delivery. I am happy to announce that we are coming up with a dedicated CM helpline call center